What's up YouTube? It's Louis here bringing you today's cryptocurrency video. Thank you again for 1000 subscribers. I will be doing a giveaway. More details on that will come soon. So again, thank you so much for always giving up your time and coming to watch my videos, and I hope that you all have been finding value from my videos. Of course, if you want, take some notes while we're doing it. If you don't understand something, re-watch that and hopefully that would help you understand it a little bit more. I always find that watching a video twice, you always find new information that you missed the first time round. Perfect. So what's going on with Quant? What I do see on the daily time frame is you have formed this green candlestick pattern, and this green candlestick is a bullish hammer because you have tiny wicks to the upside but a large wick to the downside, showing you that the bearish pressure is diminishing because the bulls keep stepping in from this one location. Over here you bottomed out, pushed all the way back up to here. The bears pushed it down, the bulls pushed it back up. So there's really a fight in this area over here between the bears and the bulls. And with this daily candle close just above the 0618, you have invalidated further downside because you have got above it. And of course, you've met your technical target already out of the descending triangle. So what we need to do now that we've met it is find a new structure, find a new pattern. But this may take days to weeks to form. Do you understand this, guys? Because patterns, especially in the daily time frame, will take sometimes weeks. Okay, this one of course here took months to form, back in September all the way to the breakout in October, so a whole month to form. So of course we know Quant is quite a young crypto, which is amazing because when cryptos are in the floor, these are your best buying opportunities. Everyone wants to get into a crypto that's already pumped. Look, if you saw this pump over here, oh my gosh, wow, amazing, Quant went up, let's do it to here. Wow, amazing, Quant went up 90%. Let me enter. Well, what would have happened when you entered is it would have gone up a little more than another 22%. And then obviously those people that held from up there would have lost 66%. No worries if you bought up there, honestly, but you need to realize that if you're buying up here, this is called FOMO. You're scared of missing out, fear of missing out. Okay, you don't want to do this. You want to get into a project. Oh wow, look at that. Go watch my Polygon video. One of the targets just been met. Beautiful. So exactly, you don't want to FOMO in. You want to get into a project that is literally rock bottom, where no one's looking at it. If you can find a project that's rock bottom where no one's looking at it before the FOMO comes in, you're going to get the best gains out of it. It's simple as that. Look at the gains you'll get if this is the bottom down here all the way back to up there. So if you bought this bottom, or let's just say even from current price, look back to the high over here, the local high is 155%, and then beyond that, oh my gosh, if we do meet this technical target, 600% gains. But everyone wants to get into a coin when there's no gains left. So I'm proud of you guys if you're already in Quant and you're holding, because you have to have amazing strength to do that. To see that a chart is going down, oh no, everybody's panicking, it's going to zero. No, it's not. As long as you're holding key levels of support, which is basically staying above this low over here, we're good. Because as long as you're above this low, including the body and the wick, then you're printing a higher low regardless. Now, I'm going to give you some targets, because obviously yesterday we did close above that 0618, but we're not totally in the clear yet, because today you've actually opened on the 0618, and at the moment we're below it. So when you're below the 0618, it's about finding swing lows. But if we're just looking at the fibs by themselves, then of course your next technical target, if you stay below 0618, is the 0.786, which I gave you in the previous video, because this is your final swing low basically. And if you're losing that, that's when I can say, yeah, bear market. But of course it's so in the floor already, guys. I don't think that's going to happen. I already went through the bullish divergences that we're seeing, because over here, this low over here, even if we just look at the wick, you don't even have that on the RSI because there wasn't enough info. But let's look at the first point of the RSI. Over here, look at that. So over here, look how high you were on the RSI, and all the way down here, which is still a higher high. Look at the bodies. The bodies are here. The body of that is over here. So as long as the bodies are higher and the RSI is lower, look how in the floor you are. You're in complete oversold territory. You're completely under the oversold territory. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit to there. So if you were to roll over more, then you could come all the way down to here. If not, that's totally fine. I'm going to put in another line in the RSI, just there. So if we do lose this support now, could have a wick down to here. Not a wick, but the RSI will come down to there basically. And you're still in a falling wedge on the RSI as well. So it's looking good. It's looking good. So again, if you stay below this, then there's higher chances to roll over. When you did roll over before, look where you found support, exactly at this swing low. And if you lose a swing low, you go to the next one basically, and that's tying up with the 786. And even if you do go to the 786 and close on it, the body's closing there, this body's lower than the 786 basically, so it's still a-okay essentially. So it's looking good. Obviously there's not much to say. Let's go to the 4 hour for Quant, because you've met your descending triangle technical target. So it's just about finding that bottoming out structure. So you met that target down here, $176, and we formed this little one as well with target at 180. So them targets have been met. Those patterns are now been met, invalidated. So we need to find them new patterns. And right now what I do see is you've got one bottom, two bottom. This is on the 4 hour. So we need to obviously see some patterns forming on the higher time frames. So at the moment with this double bottom, you have a neckline right here. But a lot of the time I like drawing areas, okay? So I'm going to draw a box instead. So once we're above this box over here, sitting at the highest point, $191, then we have a technical target to the upside, measuring from the lowest point back to the neckline. And once you break 191, you have a technical target sitting at 235. So that's your new technical target for Quant. However, this is not in play yet, and because it's not in play, it means that you can roll over. So I'm going to measure the fibs from this swing low to this swing high over here. So let's get the fibs out. Now guys, what we need to see is the 0618 hold, okay? And as long as that holds, we will work our way through the fibs, and then I can give you further targets to the upside, measuring from this dip over here, from this swing high to this swing low. Right now I've measured from here to here because I want to see Quant pull back to significant key levels. If you do lose the one sitting at $153, then there's a high likelihood that you could come all the way down to this 1618, which is below the 0786. So if you do lose the one, yes, this would be a target. However, the 1.272 and the 1414 is sitting over here, and the 786 is in between them two. So what could happen if you lose this low and hit your head on it is you could roll over, lose the 1.272, and maybe actually wick off in between the 1.272 and the 786. And if you can confirm the one as support, then we won't see further downside. So you come up, you lost the 618 here, creating the reversal wave. You come to the one where you can create this double bottom, which is potentially what we're seeing right now with this neckline, which I've given you. And once 191 is broken, we will go to 235. But until then, there is that chance that you do roll over again. And if you do lose that low, I've given you targets to the downside. I would think that the 786 would hold with the bodies, but you could get a wick down to here, hold them, and get back above. Worst case is here, but I'm not seeing that at the moment, although that is your technical target. It could stop off before, and I've seen this multiple times in the past, because there's other key levels sitting in between the 1.272 and the 1414. So we're not in the clear yet until you're actually above the 191 zone. So now I'm going to give you some technical targets to the upside. So I'm going to delete the fibs now. So I'm going to measure from this swing high to this swing low. And so if we're using the fibs as a retracement tool, you've had this push, you're retracing before continuation to the downside. And I've given you those targets of the continuation to the downside. However, if you don't lose the zero, because you can actually impulsive wave retrace and come down to here, you may not lose the low and go to these targets down here. You may actually just stop at the zero and create a double bottom like that. So it's all about staying above $148. As long as we're above this, we can work our way through the fibs, which is what we're seeing right now. You got above the 236, back tested the 382, come down. You didn't come to the 236, but you broke above the 382, and you've back tested the 050 where the 20 EMA is, and now you're trying to find support on the 382. So hopefully that can hold up. If not, roll over. Well, you could go up. If not, roll over to here, go up. If not, you know where you're going basically. So now that we're above the 382, I would like to see the 0.50 hold and the 618 hold. And when you're above $183, You then have a technical target as a minimal target at the 209, but once you're at the 209, you're already breaking this neckline of the W double bottom. So actually, when you get above this, yeah, you have your target here, but you're also going to head from the 618 all the way up to the 1618. So we've got two targets now to the upside once the 0618 breaks and that W double bottoms neckline. So I hope you understood today's video on Quant. Of course, we're not in the clear yet because we need to break above two key resistance points, the 0618 and $191 being the W double bottoms resistance point or neckline. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed today's update. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, peace.